Hi, I'm Steve Patton with HCM Property Management here in Irvine, California. We help investment property owners just like you manage their Los Angeles and Orange County investment properties with ease and confidence. If you're an investment property owner like me, you may ask yourself from time to time, is it really worth it to allow pets on my property? It's kind of a big decision, right? Because, are they going to cause damage to it? Will I find good tenants without it? There's a lot to consider. What we want to talk about today is the pros and cons of allowing pets in your rental properties. Now, I get it. A lot of investment property owners may worry about, gosh, these pets are going to cause damage, it's going to be too loud. But let's talk about some of the pros here of potentially allowing pets in your rental property. First and foremost, 60% of potential renters own a pet. So right out of the gate, if you think that I don't want to have a pet, you're eliminating 60% of your possible rental pool. So what does that mean to you? Well, it may mean some additional time on market in order to find a highly qualified tenant without a pet. So it's a little bit of a give and take. Do you want to wait longer and give up that rental income you could have been collecting, or accept that pet and still get a high quality tenant? The obvious benefit here is reduced vacancy time. By allowing pets, you'll have a much larger application pool to consider to find the best tenant for your property. If you want to attract more great tenants, the obvious way is to allow pets. But HCM Property Management specializes in helping tenants like you along the whole process. So if you're looking for any assistance with your rental property, please reach out to HCM Property Management for a free, no obligation consultation. Another advantage of allowing pets in your rental properties, in many cases, you're allowed to charge a pet rent and in some cases a pet deposit, which will help offset any of the potential damage. You definitely want to know your local laws because there may be some restrictions which you can and can't do, but the ability to charge an increased deposit and pet rent is another benefit to allowing pets in your rental property. Another benefit of allowing pets is that tenants that have pets statistically stay longer in the property than those that don't. So allowing those with pets has a greater probability of extending the duration of your tenants, which, as everybody knows, keeping tenants in place helps improve your return on investment. The last pro with allowing pets is you can create some restrictions about what is allowed in your property. This one, you really want to make sure you check your local guidelines to make sure you're in compliance with any applicable local laws and regulations. But a lot of times you can set certain sort of breed restrictions or types of pet restrictions or number of pet restrictions so that you feel you're a little more in control of the situation and you can protect your property. All right, so let's talk about some of the negatives of allowing pets. There's no doubt that from time to time, pets can cause some damage. If you've ever been to a house, particularly in a backyard that has pets, a lot of times the backyard looks torn up. They can leave scratches on cabinets, scratches on floors. Definitely a consideration, but that's where the additional pet deposit and pet rent can come help offset some of those potential damages. Second, there's definitely some potential liability with certain breeds of dogs. For instance, pit bulls tend to have a bad reputation for either causing damage or causing bodily injury. So you want to make sure that, again, checking your local ordinances, that you set certain types of restrictions for breeds that are going to reduce your overall liability. Third, you may have increased maintenance and cleaning costs. Pets can cause some destruction and cause a little bit of mess. Most tenants, we find, take pretty good care of their pets and make sure that the house is maintained. However, you may have some additional cleaning and maintenance costs by allowing pets in the property. The last thing with pets is it may take a little bit of additional administrative work. You're going to need a pet rider on your lease. You have to make sure that the tenant insurance covers any sort of pet damage. You're going to want to inspect the property regularly to make sure that there's no damage, that there's no additional pets that aren't on the current lease. So it definitely takes a little more oversight if you're going to allow pets on the property. Allowing pets in your rental property is not a one-size-fits-all decision. If you know all the pros and cons associated with having a pet in the property, you can make the best decision for you. If you have any further questions about renting properties with or without pets, feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to discuss those items with you. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to like and subscribe for more property management tips. Thank you for watching.